tribe, welcome back to my channel. So here it is, another one of your 7 to 10 day predictions. You know what to do. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 4 is on your right. We don't have any crystals or any shells today. I want you guys to use your intuition purely. Maybe think of a number 1, 2, 3 or 4. Take a minute, meditate, do your thing, and I'm gonna catch you in timestamps. Hey tribe, so we're bringing back the tea leaf. I kind of missed it, guys. So we're gonna incorporate the Dreams of Gaia tarot as well as the tea leaf, and we'll see which other deck we'll want to use for you guys. So let's look at this together. So you guys have the Three of Cups. I've pulled this card with intention of how you're gonna be feeling the next 7 to 10 days from now. So I really like this for you guys. The Three of Cups, it seems like you're going to be feeling really good here. Let's bring out the key actually. Here we go. All right, perfect. Then we have yoke. I hope I'm pronouncing this right, probably butchered that. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Then shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Then tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. It seems like you guys are overcoming some kind of a difficult period for yourself here, and that is why we have Three of Cups as your main energy, how you're gonna be feeling. So it's almost like I'm picking up here that you're ending certain chapters here, and I'm getting soul contracts or patterns of some sort. It's like you're freeing yourself, a bit like in this card. You're freeing yourself from anything that felt like it was tying you down. And you're becoming much more patient with yourself here too. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, let's see. We're gonna be using this deck, I think. All right. So let's talk about feeling tied down or frustrated here. What is happening? We're gonna have it like stories, okay? I'm just gonna be pulling cards for these 3 tea leaf tarot. What is happening with this energy here for you next 7 to 10 days from now? This might be work related, or you might have felt like your patience was running out. For some of you, because we're on different time frames, this might be still happening, that you're trying to be very patient when working on something yourself. For others of you, what I'm getting with this, you're going to be really tied down to work. You're going to be really dedicated. And it seems like your main focus is your work. Would it be your career? Would it be something that you're doing with your hands, arts and crafts, or any kind of project really? Yeah, it seems like there might be a delay here when it comes to communication. Especially if you're waiting for a message from someone, or it's a work-related, some kind of a message or information that you're looking for. There might be a delay over there with the Eight of Wands reversed, but it does seem like it's happening for a reason here. Those wands are looking at you. Those wands are flying towards you. So it does seem like this situation, it seems like whatever you thought should happen, especially time-wise, it's not going to happen the way you plan it, but it's for a reason. It's almost like it's gonna be even better. For some of you, I'm seeing you might notice, you might want to come back to a certain task or a job, and I'm seeing someone erasing words, and you will probably want to amend something. So I'd say the next week and a half, especially if you're dealing with documents, numbers, you know, if you really need to be focused, give yourself a bit more time. Don't rush, so that you don't have to come back and amend certain things. You might be a little bit distracted, but I'm getting it might be take a day or two for you to get back to, to get back on track. Yep. Here you go, the Emperor is here. You have it all together. So it does seem like there's just gonna be a little bump on the road where you're gonna have to be like, listen, I was a bit frustrated here. My attention was somewhere else, and I gotta correct something. And maybe that's why you're gonna be feeling a bit frustrated, but I'm not getting anything major here. It's just something like, you know, say if you printed the wrong document and you have to get up again and go to the other office, right, and print it again if it's far away, and it's just that type of frustration that I'm getting here, nothing major. Let's talk about Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. It does seem like you will want to take care of your business or your finances. You might want to be much more calculated than before. Overall, with the Emperor, you will want a better structure in your life, and it does seem like this is going to be a really eye-opening moment for you. I keep hearing, let's get this together. The Hermit, yeah, you're going to have to spend a bit more time with yourself to think things through. What do you want from yourself? Where do you want to get? Are you wasting money? Are you buying certain things that you don't really need, right? Do you want to take coffee with you and make it at home instead of buying a takeaway? You know, little things like that. You probably will want to save. I'm hearing, I want to save more money. And it might be with the Three of Cups here. You might come up with certain maybe goal or dream or a destination that you're going to be really drawn to. And you're going to be like, listen, let me review my finances. Let me put extra money aside for this dream of some sort that I have. The Five of Wands is reversed here, and I felt it reversed. So it does seem like some kind of a conflict is over here. The peace of mind is coming your way, especially if there was some kind of competition or you had to prove yourself to people. Maybe you are pushing yourself a bit too much. You're gonna give yourself a bit of a break here. There's some kind of celebration coming up here, or you're gonna feel very motivated and very heightened. Your energy will be very heightened, but after you deal with this, with the boring stuff, as I like to call it, right? Responsibilities and everything like that. We have the Lovers reversed. Okay, let me see, what is that about? I do believe that you might postpone some kind of a decision, especially if that's urgent. If you'll feel pressured the next 7 to 10 days from now to make a certain decision, I do believe it's better to make choices when you're grounded, when you're in a good space, like Three of Cups. Once you're gonna reach that point and you're gonna feel very uplifted, that's when I'd be making all the important decisions, or maybe filling important documents of some sorts, okay? I'm hearing no distractions. I don't want no distractions. The Magician reversed, yeah. It does seem like you guys might take a bit of a break for yourself here after you completed this task of some sort. And you're gonna be like, listen, I gotta be the Hermit for a moment and leave the Magician energy on the side. This is not to say that you're canceling the Magician energy. It's to say that in order for you to get charged up, you may want to spend an evening alone, or especially if you had certain plans, you may want to postpone certain plan and spend a bit more time on self-care. And that's when you're gonna tune into the Taurus energy here, slowly but surely getting ahead. So your main advice here, as well as the message, is not to rush the next 7 to 10 days from now, okay? And you might be a bit emotional, so I'd say don't make watch what you say, as well as if there is a very important decision to be made, don't make it when you're really emotional. See, the Six of Wands. Once you're in the energy of grounding, once you've grounded yourself, that's when your decisions will be really, really good and successful. It does seem like at the end of the week, you might be feeling much more proud of yourself than you probably at the beginning of the week, because there's a bit of frustration there. I'm just seeing that some of you feel impatient at the beginning. And once you give yourself extra time, that's when you see everything with a different perception, and you're going to be like, whoa, why was I so silly? Why was I so silly, right? Why did I make it a big deal? I just needed to take a bit more time. Yeah, because what it seems like, I wanted to say it with the Lovers here. You might not want to take a certain offer here. Would it be business or partnership offer of some sort? Because what you're building, you have a lot of faith in it, and you're probably going to start seeing the results of it. And therefore, if someone else hands you that pentacle, you're like, you know what, I'm kind of good here. Let me think about it. You know, maybe you're going to take an extra day or two to think about it before you reply. But patience overall here and grounded energy will be really important the next 7 to 10 days from now. Yeah, it does seem like you guys, I'm telling you, breaking some kind of patterns here. You're not accepting anything that might be a repetition. I'm hearing been there, done that. This is probably going to end up being the same way. I gotta focus on myself and I gotta trust where I'm going. And I want to be this leader I know I can be, right? I can be a winner in this situation, and I don't need any external sources or people around me to tell me what to do or to take their offer. You're breaking out of certain habits here as well, pile number 1. So that is lovely to see. I like this energy very much. Sorry guys, this was a bit of a serious read, but I enjoyed it. Let me pull a couple of cards. What does pile number 1 need to hear or need to know about? We have the 2 of Summer. You are falling in love or expecting a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved. I think that's tying into the 3 of Cups here. There's some kind of reunion happening here, especially those who are in partnerships already, I'm feeling. Let's see what else. But this is to do with love, I'm feeling. This offer can be for some of you to do with love, but it does feel like it's either is a platonic situation, maybe family, or business. All right. Yes, look, Prince of Summer, a deeply emotional, and overall you're really emotional the next week. That's something that is being highlighted here. And probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. Yeah. When you're gonna be overwhelmed with emotions, we talked about it, right? When frustration kicks in, or when you're like, oh, can't be bothered to do certain things. It's saying, try to find balance between the two. The emotion and the intellect, the logic, and give yourself extra time. But overall, there is a hint to romance here. So please guys, let me know, because I'm feeling it really intensely here for you. It's not gonna be for all of you, but it does seem like either you and your own partner becoming much closer, or you meeting someone new here that the cards are referring to. I must tell, for some of you, this might be a friendship turning into romance. Okay, so I hope this made sense, pile number 1, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey pile 2 people, so let's see, I brought back the tea leaf. I haven't used it for a really long time, it feels like. This is gonna be the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and this card will tell me about your overall energy for the next week or week and a half. So the way I read these cards, I like to tune in and see how this person feels like. Sometimes I add the meaning of a tarot from the book, but overall, the way I'm picking this up, guys, it seems like for a lot of you, you will be focused on your root chakra. And you're very fired up here. You're very determined. The next week, it seems like you're going to have a lot of power and determination to get stuff done, especially tasks that you have started or something that you wanted to finish for a really long time. But don't For some of you, don't overwork yourself so that you don't burn out. Remember to take breaks. Overall, really determined energy here. I do believe that for some of you, this can be talking about you wanting to protect your energy a bit, especially if you are around people who don't help you feel grounded. So maybe you're going to be doing some kind of a ritual for yourself, or maybe meditation, where, especially if you feel drained in social settings or at work where there's a lot of people, due to empathy. It seems like you guys will find ways how to keep that energy for yourself. Okay, so let's see what we got. We have ladder, climbing towards success. This is a good start. We have torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, it goes really well with that card that we read at the beginning. Skull, hidden secrets, can harm you. So, the way we're going to be reading this, I will split these messages, okay? Let's talk about the ladder here. What are you successful at the next 7 to 10 days from now? I told you, really determined. You're really determined. We have the 7 of Cups. You'll notice that you have many more choices in life than maybe you have thought you did in the past. So suddenly, maybe a couple of offers will come to you at once, or a couple of people will reach out within a couple of days, you know, that maybe you haven't spoken with for ages, or it's just gonna be like a lot at once, I'm hearing. And you're like, listen, now I don't know what to choose. What do I do? What do I do? I'm juggling, right? You're going to be pretty busy, guys. You're going to be building your success. You will be very fired up, motivated, especially at the beginning, the first half of a week. Use that energy wisely here, but don't overburn yourself, you know. Don't burn out. Keep some energy for yourself. It's all about collabs, it's all about work, and it's all about projects. So your success lies in collaborations, especially if you're going to want to collaborate with someone or talk with someone about a certain subject that matters to you a lot. If you're working for someone, it seems like you're going to be really fast at dealing with certain tasks or certain situations that are problematic. You're going to be really on point, and it seems like you're going to be noticed here. Overall, a really busy week, but a really successful one. Oof, thank you, okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah, it seems like you guys, I keep hearing respect. You will be valued for what you say, how you speak, and for your intelligence. So I'm hearing there will be a pat on the back and appreciation from someone. Maybe someone's going to send you a message of some sort, especially if you have online business and maybe they have a similar business, and they're going to say, listen, you know, I love the way you speak, or I love your voice, or I love your intelligence, what you have to say. Overall, you're very respected, and it does seem like you stepping your game up here. Someone has their eyes on you. Okay, let's talk about Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. We have the 6 of Pentacles. You're super balanced here, guys. I love this reading. You're super balanced. You know where to spend your energy when and how much to give it away. We talked about that, right? And we have the 6 of Pentacles here. It does seem like you're going to find extra compassion, especially if you dealt with someone who triggered you or who felt a bit like don't like that energy or said something. It seems like you'll understand the next week what weaknesses this person has and why they said what they said, and it's like you'll understand the most difficult cases of people, why they became who they are today. It's almost like you'll be looking back to someone's past, and you'll be able to discern why this person talks the way they talk, and why they have certain triggers, you know. So it's very deep here. It's really deep, especially if you work in this field. Seems like you're going to be really on point. We have the King of Cups flying. Yeah, you're very intuitive here. You're going to be on point. What you say, you're going to feel, you're going to make other people feel really balanced in your presence, with your voice and your knowledge. Yeah, and King of Swords, look. Guys, the next week it seems like it's going to be great for you. A lot of people look up to you. And I think maybe if you haven't noticed that before, you're going to be shown that the next 7 to 10 days from now. For a lot of you, you know that already, because it seems like some of you have a good following, or in your circle, people truly appreciate and love your opinion. And that would be a situation when a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of people talking, and the moment you start talking, everyone just takes a moment to listen to what you have to say. So that's what kind of vibe I'm getting here for you. There might be a nice collaboration happening here too, so keep your eyes out on that, especially some kind of a spiritual collab. For a couple of you, if you've been dealing with someone, let's say if you're spiritual and someone is not, and they don't understand things that you do, it seems like someone who doesn't get it will be very interested, and they will want to hear. They'll want to learn about what you know. And it's almost like someone's eyes are being open to certain things. They're not as closed off as they used to be. Okay? Hope this is making sense. Let's talk about skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. I do believe that for a lot of you, this to say that don't keep things in you. Let it out. Because, you know, when you hold a lot of emotions inside and you don't let it out, you're harming yourself. Yeah, let it out. 3 of Cups, water, emotions, let it out. You're happy, let it out. You're angry, let it out, right? Not to bring your storms into other people's world. So kind of be cautious when it comes to that, right? So that you don't put your problems on someone else, but you don't have to hide and say, I'm okay, if you're not okay. You know what I'm trying to say? But overall, this is happy energy here. Four of Swords. As well as the Devil. Yeah. So overall, guys, bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. This is very emotional. A lot of water. There will be a situation where you'll probably decide. I'm getting that push and pull energy. Should I say something? But that's related not to your emotions that you hold inside you. But there is some kind of an actual secret or information that you wanna you don't want to talk about that with one specific person. You'll probably decide to keep something for yourself. But think if that secret is actually troubling you inside, or it's setting you free. So you're going to have to differentiate this for yourself. Is it actually helping me not to talk about certain things? Or would it be better for me to let it out, to talk about it? Doesn't matter how difficult the situation might be, so that it can set me free. Something needs to set you free here. I don't know what this is about. A lot of people, a lot of stories, but it seems like almost you're being encouraged to speak up about something. Now, for all of you, some of you will decide to sleep on it. Yeah, and you probably will want to keep it in you for a while. But I think regardless of a situation, at the end of the day, it's going to come to the surface. But maybe for some of you sooner, for some of you later. Now, other people, what I'm hearing for you, you might hear about something that might not be pleasant at first, but it's actually going to set you free. You know, it's almost like the truth will set you free. So let's pull a couple of messages for you guys here with using the Animal Tarot. What do you need to know or hear about? We have the Prince of Summer. It came up in the other pile too. It says a deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. It's saying that there's someone who will probably want your attention, or if you have a partner already, it seems like your partnership will be very sweet, very emotional and romantic the next 7 to 10 days from now. We have release. It says it's time to release the past and move on to something new, and I think that's what it's talking about here. The Devil and the Four of Swords. Move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to happier future. Yeah, it's something that you held on to for a while and you didn't want to let it out, and I think once you release it, there is a new start of some sorts. You're gonna feel very light emotionally here. Emotionally, energetically, it's just like I keep seeing someone getting rid of some kind of a secret. Your worries and fears are not real. They are fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you are afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. So, hopefully this made sense, part number 2. Tribe, thank you for coming back. Love you as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3. So we're gonna be using tea leaf. I'm bringing it back. It's been a long time since I used it. And we have one card to tell me about your energy for the next 7 to 10 days from now, from the dreams of Gaia. So we have the death and rebirth, and it came out reversed, and I felt it reversed. So overall, what I'd like to tell you guys, it seems like you are over and done with a certain cycle. If you felt like you were going through a difficult phase of rebirth, you know, doesn't feel very nice most of the time when you're in that transition of, you know, ego death, or you're going through certain shifts, and it seems like you're gonna be having a bit of more peaceful time for yourself here. So let's look at your tea leaf. We have Moon, changes in your life. Yeah, definitely. You're coming out of something here. We have Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. It feels like you're going to be more determined here. You have more energy. Or, yeah, for a lot of you. But I'm hearing it's going to be at different times of a week. And then unsettled times, need to plan ahead. It's all about planning here for you guys. Maybe something set you back at one point in the past, and what you're going to be doing the next 7 to 10 days from now is focusing on a better plan, I'm hearing. So let's talk about the Moon first. Changes in your life. Which department, please? Which department? We have the Hanged One. Yeah, definitely. I told you there was a phase of some sorts that you're ending here. Especially if you felt like you had to stop and think about something, or you couldn't move forward and things were not as you maybe envisioned them to be, especially time-wise. That's changing for you. Yep, the Knight of Swords. Look at the change of the energy. The Hanged Man is very still. The Knight of Swords is really, really fast, right? Going into action. And look at those clouds over here. How nicely it goes with the Moon card. So I told you you're super determined here. It's like you're going to get that boost of energy out of nowhere. Maybe for some of you it was so difficult for a while to find extra energy, or to get up from your bed, or maybe I don't know, get motivation. Maybe some of you felt like you are going to be stuck in that rebirth or transition for much longer, but it seems like it's over and done with. I believe for some of you, you might be drawn to exercise much more than before, and you're gonna start enjoying it much more. For others of you, it seems like you you have a vision of some sorts, a dream, and it's in front of you, and you're going to be really determined to go and get it the next week. Doesn't matter how big, how small. Page of Swords. It seems like, I don't know why there is a connection to martial arts here that I'm picking up. Maybe some of you, this is very specific for a couple of people here. Especially if you've been drawn to that, I'd say look it up. If you can, practice, even at home. Maybe you want to do it on YouTube if you can't go and work out somewhere, you know. Learn, move your body. You're going to want to focus on your physical health here, I'm seeing. And your mind goes hand in hand with your physical health. The healthier, the more I'm hearing active the body, the more active and the more clear your vision, your brain works differently. You know, for some people, especially if they find themselves a bit stuck in their own head, and if they find themselves a bit depressed, you know, lacking motivation, can't get up from bed, that's what kind of feeling I'm getting here. Someone who starts working out or even dancing, play some music, and probably you're gonna want to do that. And you'll want to move your body. There's something to do with body music and recognizing yourself through that process. It's very deep here. I hope you get what I'm talking about. You'll want to learn about something here. You'll want to learn something new. Pages are in turns. And look at the sequence here. The Knight of Swords, maybe you're teaching someone, I don't know. The Knight of Swords knows exactly what to do with that sword. The page is still looking at it like, how do I use this? You know what I mean? So either you are a really good teacher for someone, or someone is a really good teacher for you. Knight of Cups. And whoever this person is, they come from heart, or you come from heart when teaching or learning something. So put your heart into what feels right to you the next week, because that's going to bring a big shift in your life. Almost like, I'm hearing acceleration, you know. You're probably going to know this song for a lot of you, but you know what song rang in my head? Audioslave, Show Me How to Live. Maybe you want to listen to lyrics of that song. That's how it feels like. The energy of that song, you know, is how your reading here feels like to me. Okay, let's talk about boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. What's happening there? We have the Hermit reversed. Yeah, it seems like you're coming out of either a phase of healing yourself, of solitude, but you wanted to be in solitude, or maybe spend more time with yourself before. You've chosen it, and now it's time to act. So the next week, you're feeling like you need to put some more work into something, but you're gonna have a lot of choices. You're gonna be like, listen, where do I start? There is so much. Maybe some of you postpone some kind of work. The Moon is reversed. You're seeking for clarity. You're seeking for clarity the next week. You want to see everything clearly. Yeah, Justice is here next to the Moon. You want to see everything clearly, especially when it comes to either formalities or some kind of contracts. Would it be relationships, right? Would it be an actual contract at work? You're like, let me think about this. What needs to be done? Is this fair for both sides? What do I need to do? Do I need to put more work in? Or I've actually put already too much work in and I'm not getting the same energy. Would it be monetary? Would it be, you know, pat on the back, recognition back? Right? So you're weighting everything here. Death and death. You guys. Whew. What a transitional period. Take a look at this beautiful death card. You see that? It seems like this is a new you, guys. a new you. So I think you'd surprise a lot of people the next 7 to 10 days from now. How you talk, what you say, how you act. Because the old you is gone. The new you started growing. You're still learning with the Page of Swords, right? How to be this new you. You're still learning. You're still thinking about certain things. You still don't see certain things about yourself. You're like, I don't even know. You know, and maybe some people will find it strange because of a big change that you went through. You guys with the Six of Wands reversed here, the way I'm picking it up next to death, you're refusing to give more energy of yours. See? Look at those hands. Everyone's reaching for you here. You're refusing to give so much of yourself to either a work situation or to people around you. You're like, listen, now I need all the energy because I'm growing. This is new me. I need all the energy for myself. Sorry guys, I'm gonna reverse the Six of Wands here. I'm not giving out any energy currently. Maybe you'll want to, especially if you've been working on a project here, maybe you'll want to stop or take a break. But this is not the same break that we talked about here, okay? This was very spiritual, emotional, kind of like, let me think things through. Here, you're consciously either taking an extra day off or you're refusing someone's company. Because your focus has to be somewhere else. Interesting. Kangaroo. Let's look at that. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. You'll need extra time to have a better plan, to have a better idea, almost like you won't mind to to sacrifice something here, to reverse that Six of Wands. You know the situation that I'm getting here, someone who gets a lot of orders and they overwhelmed, or a lot of clients, or a lot of people need advice from them, right? And they're like, let me put a stop here. I'm out of order for now because I need to decide what to do for myself here. Taking care of self here. I'm planning to plan something and I need time for that. Because otherwise, if I won't start this, it will still linger in my energy. There's something that you want to do and build for yourself, or maybe take some kind of opportunity, but maybe you held back for a while, and you're gonna notice that the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're like, let me sit with myself and finish this. Finish the planning stages. This is still growing. The Eight of Pens reversed. Yeah, I do believe that some of you are taking a break from work in order for something new to take place. The Nine of Cups reversed, and you're sacrificing yourself. You're sacrificing something because you know that you have to. I don't know if this is making sense just yet for you guys. It might in the future. And Six of Cups, in order for you to find the way back to your new self, there is some kind of a birth taking place here. I don't know what this birth represents to you, but something is gone, it's old, it's expired, and something new is about to grow. The way this reading feels like to me, it's almost like it's a bit bumpy. So the next week, take it easy with yourself. Energetically, you might feel a bit bumpy, okay? But with every bump, there is a new realization. So trust where that rocky road is gonna take you, because it will take you to where you need to be. It's almost like it's destined for you. I believe that you might want to pick one more pile here, guys. I don't know why. Let's pull a couple of messages from the Animal Tarot. All right. Listen, this Prince of Summer is stalking us Third pile already. A deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. Okay? An offer of love, a nice gesture, romance. Then we have 4 of spring. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. I think this card for some of you is asking you to take a chill pill the next week. Don't forget your responsibilities, but approach everything slowly, okay? At the end of the week. At the end of the week, because I'm talking about almost like a story. Remember, at first there is a need for action, body movement of body of some sort, so it can be connected with exercise here for some of you. Then there is a moment for you when you'll be deciding, hey, what do? I need to take care of some kind of formalities. Let me maybe focus on regaining my energy, giving myself a bit more, because there's a new me type of situation happening. And then you'll be taking some time to contemplate on what you need in your life to get to where you want to be. So this is it seems like I'm reading for 5 people here. One more card. Oop, okay. 4 of autumn. Be cautious about living life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. And maybe for some of you, that's why I'm feeling that bumpy energy, because if you see things only in black and white terms, it might be a bit, extreme. It says, consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. There is an advice saying gray space is a good, neutral space to be. So I hope that this made sense, pile number 3. That was a little bit intense, and I mean, it seemed like I was reading for a lot of different people. Choose what sits right with you, and 𝒃𝒊𝒉, as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile 4 people. So let's see, what's your energy? I brought back the tea leaf tarot because I haven't used it for a really long time, so I had an urge today. Now, we also have a card, one card only, from the Dreams of Gaia. This will be telling me about your overall energy, guys, for the next week and a half. Oof, this is intense. We have Destiny here. I like to read these cards intuitively. I love the artwork on these. Let's look at it. I want to point out certain details straight away. The next week or week and a half, pay attention to the sounds. You might hear ringing in your ear. Your frequency will be, I'm hearing, upgraded. It seems like you're going to be going through a certain shift, but this is not going to be the unpleasant one. When we're going through the transitions, they're usually very uncomfortable. Here, these going to be very subtle, almost like you've done. You left the healing aside. It's almost like the cycle is over and done with. Let me upgrade you. It's like a software I'm getting here, right? Let me upgrade your software now. And sounds will be really important. So I'd say pay attention to the lyrics in the music. This will happen automatically, organically. You might listen to the whole song, even have it in the background, but you're gonna hear certain sentences that stand out to you the most. So those will be your messages, as well as birds and weird sounds in your house that you don't know where it's coming from. Okay, so I'd say your hearing will be really sensitive the next 7 to 10 days from now, as well as your intuition. I don't know, I keep hearing royalty here. There might be maybe a specific symbol you are looking for. For a couple of you, color blue will be really important the next week or week and a half. What you need to know is that you're on the right track. You're on the right track already. So, especially those who maybe have been questioning yourselves lately, it seems like that's why you came across this reading, because you needed to know about that. We have bell, announcement. We have frying pan, trouble, accusations. We have weeping willow, family sorrow. So let's clarify these. Now, I like to make stories from these cards and see what it's talking about, because these are very straightforward, but the situation might be much more complex than that. Okay, so let's get into your cards. I kind of want to start with the destiny. I didn't do that for other piles. I want to talk about destiny a bit more. I feel like there is much more to this than just being on the right track. Let's see. We have the strength. Okay, two more cards. We have the lovers. And we have the star, of course. The star is here with the destiny. You guys, especially those who haven't discovered your path just yet, or if you're questioning if you're on the right track, you're going to be shown that the next week or week and a half. Because some of you are being torn between a couple of maybe choices or ideas. And what I'm hearing here for you, you can put them two together somehow. You don't have to completely cancel something or ditch something. This is going to be also important part of your life, in your destiny, on your path, on your mission in the future. So focus on something that is important to you now. And if you have more ideas for that second option, if you're juggling especially, or if you need to make a decision, write the rest down on a notepad so you don't forget, and you can come back to it later on. But that all these cards are majors. You guys are fulfilling your destiny. I love this energy for you. I love this energy. Okay, let's talk about the bell announcement. What is that about? What is this about? We have temperance, one more major. Okay, very weird but very specific, so please choose what sits right with you. Some of you will announce something, especially if you are in spiritual field. It's almost like you found a way that works for you to either find balance, ground yourself, or somehow manipulate the energy. So that it helps you out on your path, and maybe you will want to talk about it for other people so they can use your way of doing things, and maybe it's going to be helpful for some other people too. It's like you're going to be discovering something that will be quite useful and informative and very healing for other people. Page of Cups. Be curious the next week. It does seem like there is a message coming your way with that Page of Cups that's gonna be making you really happy. Let's see what that's about. I'm getting feedback for some of you. Really good feedback. We have the Two of Swords, but it does seem like sometimes you don't see your own success. And the next week you're gonna be asked to truly see how far you've come, and it's going to be shown by other people's comments. Maybe something will happen in your life the next week, some kind of an event will take place, doesn't matter how big, how small, that's going to prove your value, as well as it's going to show you how important you truly are to someone or to a circle of people. For some of you, what I'm getting, we have the Temperance, Page of Cups, Two of Swords, as well as the Five of Pentacles here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. It does seem like you either might decide to, especially if you are, I'm getting some of you will decide to do something that is not traditional. Something that maybe other people didn't think of. You're being encouraged to, I don't really like that saying, but I'll just go with it, to think outside of the box, to do something your way. It seems like you might decide you are not choosing the easy way out. And that's how I'm seeing these cards gonna tie in. You know how strong you are with that strength. You know exactly where you're going. And you know that the road is not gonna be smooth sailing, but you don't even want a smooth sailing road, because you know that through those experiences, you're gonna gain so much more wisdom. So it's like you don't mind it. I'm hearing bring it on, bring it on. There is some kind of a challenge, you challenging yourself. That's the way that I'm seeing this. You challenging yourself for your own good, for experience, for knowledge. Let's talk about the frying pan. I'm not ready yet. What is this about? Judgment. This is a big week for you guys. Either you, I don't think it's you for all of you, for most of you, either you might be a little bit judgmental to a certain situation or person, because we have trouble, accusations, and the judgment. That's the way I'm seeing it here. I don't see judgment like that all the time, most of the time. But it does seem like you changing your opinion about someone. Maybe you will figure out why someone was a little bit off, or why they did what they did, and it comes back. It's almost like you're gonna look back at this person's past and everything will start making so much more sense. The same goes for you. If you'll want to somehow judge someone for their actions, right, or say something about them, you'll be like, why, listen, but why do I want to do this? You're being very analytical here. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving any drama behind here. You're going to decide not to get involved in something that seems a little bit fiery here or unnecessary. You know, when you look at the frying pan over here, what I'm paying attention to, in order to cook that steak, you don't really need that much fire, right? It's being exaggerated here. So it does seem like you'll decide to walk away from a situation that might be a bit dramatic, over the top, a bit extra. You're like, listen, nah, this is not something that I want to get involved in. I'm walking my path, I know where I'm going, and I'm just gonna avoid this situation. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Swords is reversed here. Okay. And it seems like you or someone else will be pretty straightforward about it. No beating around the bush. Say it to my face, say it how it is. Let's get this sorted, let's move on. That type of situation. Would it be work? Would it be personal relationships, right? Family, friends, or lovers? I'm hearing also the truth may come out about something. It can be connected to certain event, celebration, or home environment here. Someone wants to speak about something that they don't like, and they're being really straightforward. For some of you, this is the advice. This is the advice. Be straightforward. Try to avoid drama, but be sharp. You know, it feels like you're being asked to be calm, assertive, but very straightforward with your words. And anything that might be done behind someone's back the next week or week and a half, it's gonna come to light. So if you've been waiting for someone to show their true face, or if you had, you know, some kind of especially intuitive feeling about someone, that there is something hidden about them, or they're not showing their true face, it's gonna be probably coming to light the next week or week and a half, or vice versa. Can be you as well. Okay, Weeping Willow, let's see. What is that about? We have the King of Wands as well as the Seven of Cups. We have the King of Cups. This is very closely connected to a masculine in your life here. So I do believe there might be some kind of this is you in the middle. You're sitting and thinking about these options. What do I do with this person, with the masculine? Can be family, partner of yours, or friendship. What do I do about it? Because there is some kind of a disappointment here, but it's happening here for a reason, so that you can think things through. What do you prioritize? What kind of relationship do you want to have with this person, right? Do you want to so I'm gonna give you an example as if this was a romantic connection. Someone with the energy of King of Wands approaches you, but you're like, you know what, I would prefer the King of Cups energy. And you'll sit there. I do believe that for some of you that can be a situation where you're like, listen, I don't know whom to choose. So maybe a couple of people will come your way at once. There might be a family situation here too, or especially if you do have a family and you're like, I kind of like this new person, right? I don't know what to do about it. I shouldn't be feeling that way. I have my own family now, but there's someone who triggered me. And it's almost like they brought something to surface that I didn't know I had. So there is a bit of a complicated story here when it comes to this. Some of you might be talking to your family member about something that has happened and you didn't like it. It's nothing, major I'm getting here. It's something that requires you to be open about how you feel. Overall, pile number 4, you're being asked the next week and you're going to be feeling that way. For a lot of you, you're going to be very open about what you think, why you think that way, but you're very calm and assertive. You're gonna try and avoid any kind of shady situations, not get involved in gossip or anything like that. You're like, listen, my mission here is much bigger than that. I don't want to fall into this situation. So let me just tell you what I think, honestly, and let me move on. Okay, let's see. We have the Fool. I do believe that some of you might, this is a couple of you, might want to move out from your parents or move out from the city where your family is. I don't know why I'm getting that, but this is for a couple of you. And I think why we have that sorrow here, because you might be a bit confused, how will my finances go? What do I do? I haven't been in a situation like that. This would go for young viewers too, who are thinking about moving out from home, and they need to start thinking how I'm gonna manage my finances. What do I do, right? So those initial stages of independence. I'm seeing here after that some kind of a situation where you're gonna be a little bit confused in your head here, connected to family matters or chosen family, friends, right? Something good is coming out of this. It's like the moment you decide to step out of your comfort zone, to step into the unknown, I don't know why I feel like doing this, but I'm just trusting my intuition. That type of situation. It's gonna bring you something new and something that is quite prosperous here for you. You are taking some kind of a chance here. I do believe that for some of you, there will be a conversation about family heritage. Okay, 2 cards want to come out. Let's take it. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands here. Guys, when it comes to family matters and when it comes to your goals and work, I do believe this is either or. I do believe your luck is shifting, so keep your eyes open for new opportunities here. And this is quite, I'm hearing it's been pre-written for you. That we're going to hand you these opportunities when the time is right. So you nearly done and over with something here in order to open the door and allow those new opportunities to come in. What is that about? The Devil and the 10. I told you, Heritage, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. And the way I'm seeing the Devil here in this layout, I'm seeing that something belongs to you. It's attached to you, right? It's attached to your family line, and it's something monetary. Or if family had their own business, there might be some kind of opportunity for you to get something or inherit something, I'm hearing. Because it belongs to you. I do believe if you have a family business, or you're somehow involved in business of your parents, or you have built your own family and you have your own business, you expect opportunities from people. I'm seeing a random email being sent, you know, that you haven't even expected, that suggests something, some kind of offer I'm seeing coming your way. So I don't want to put you guys in a box here and be overly specific, but I'm just saying keep your eyes open when it comes to your stability. Anything that has a connection to something that you've already been building for a while now. I'm seeing a structure being built, you know, and you're proud of it now. It seems like things will be moving forward. Let's pull a couple of cards for you from the Animal Tarot. Let's see. What do you need to know, pile number 4? We have the King of Spring. It says, now is your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. Yeah, and that's what you're doing here. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. You will be asked to take control the next 7 to 10 days from now. Okay? We have the 8 of Spring. It says you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. For some of you, it might feel a bit overwhelming here. Yep. And the 2 of Autumn. This is someone who's busy, right? It says you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. So don't forget, once you're busy, once you're taking care of a lot of things here, and it does seem like the connection is here to it, you know, I have to take care of this, I have to think of that. Don't forget to take 5 minutes for yourself and to come back, okay, to ground yourself. And whatever you do, whatever your responsibility is, this thing, don't forget to just have fun as much as you can, you know, in between those tasks. So thank you guys for coming back. Tribe, hope this made sense, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.